Oh, let's get it. Drippin' juice. Drippin' juice, nigga. ATM Mafia shit. Listen. Juice on me, make a move on me. Guaranteed you make the news, homie. Carpenter had a tool on me. She get wetter than a pool on me. Couldn't wait to put the drool on me. In traffic with your bitch. Pushing out all the bricks. Nigga riding through the
That's Tequila King. You understand me? Shout out to everybody who part of the crew, but I'm just here right now doing what I gotta do. Today we got a few things we're gonna discuss. You know what I'm saying? We got a few things we are going to discuss. I really have to talk about this Corey Holcomb situation. I mentioned it last week, a couple weeks ago. We was talking about it, and I did my shorts on it. But today we're gonna do a full episode. We're gonna do a full episode. We're gonna dig deep, pause into a lot of this shit from my perspective and my opinion on how I feel and what I think about the situation or situations that are at hand. So, with that being said, let's get it. Now, if you see the title, you might see it say Corey versus the LGBTQ plus men. Now, I was gonna put beta male because some of us consider ourselves straight alpha males, and you got to understand what these terms represent. But the reason why I put these LGBTQ plus men specifically, because it feels as if those who are more of the alpha male section of the male species have the hardest time in society today. Now, have you seen Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb head up face to face, and they had a moment of altercation, as you want to say, on Corey's 5150 show? Shout out to everybody at 5150. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. You got my support, my brother. The Wolves must lead their own pack, but also understand know when it's time to pack up and go against these motherfuckers. And I'm recognizing I'm seeing exactly what's going on, and I'm seeing it from afar rather than up close. If I was up close, I probably would be hands on with the situation. But since I'm from afar, all I can do is give my perspective, my opinion, my thoughts, and speak my truth on what I feel the situation is taking shape. So you seen Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb have their moment of beef or whatever. They going back and forth on Corey's show after Anton, referenced the dick sucking comment. Now he wasn't literally saying like homosexual oral sex on a man versus man type situation. It was, however, him saying like you riding the coattail of other people, or you really just biting meat in a sense, which is some wild ass shit to say to anybody at any moment. But you telling a grown man that he biting some meat is crazy. Uh, and that's when shit get out of hand usually. And most times you call a dude certain, like in our era of times, you call a guy a bitch, or you tell a dude to suck my dick or something like that. You a whole ass nigga. It's all like however you say things always lead to altercations and physical shit. But we're in a new time and place and age, and sometimes you have to be aware of the people you're dealing with, the circumstances, situations you are found yourself in, and where the fuck you are. With that being said, Corey was on his platform, his podcast show, his entertainment space, giving his perspective to his members of his congregation, because that's what we're gonna say, his congregation, his fellowship, his people who think like him, feel like him, agree with him, rock with him, support him. He was representing that. He had a guy on his show that does not represent that. So they was already at odds and confliction before the show even started. I'm sure it was some whole bunch of shit. I'm sure Corey called him a whole ass nigga a couple times before they even had an interview, just amongst his own crew and people collectively. So with the shit going down, how it went down, when it went down, everybody and their mama chimed in and was like, he told Corey to go outside. He said, bro, it wasn't about no go outside. First of all, we on my show. The cameras must roll. You have to be mindful, like I said, of where you are. So even though I don't agree with this motherfucker, I don't like this motherfucker, and I do want to beat his ass. At the end of the day, this is my shit. This is my platform. This is my brand, my name, my money, all on the fucking line. Sponsorships, all that. Now, if he would have hauled off and beat the shit out of Anton, right? Or just hit him. Anton might could have got the best. Who knows? I'm not saying that he would, like, I'm taking sides on that part. I don't know who physically can win a fight, even though I have my opinion. I think Corey would beat his ass. But you can't judge a book by its cover. All right. So two things can be true. But I think Corey will whoop his ass. So with that being said, right, I feel like Corey would be in a lose-lose situation because now we're seeing the fallout of it anyway. But he would be in a lose-lose situation if he whooped Anton versus if Anton whoop him. If he whoop Anton, everybody would be like he's supposed to. He looked like it. This Corey Holcomb. He should be able to whoop him. He from Chicago, even though I think bro from Detroit. So that ain't a slight on nothing. And people will put it as if because they know Anton is on the more sensitive side of things. I can't say he's a homosexual or not a homosexual. I don't know. But his content, his demeanor, and his approach gives very sensitive energy. So I feel like most people will automatically assume Corey Holcomb will win that fight. So if he were to lose that fight, then that's going to be a slap in the face. Now, what would be the ultimate slap in the face is the amount of shit he's going to have to deal with from all these sponsors and all the lack of sponsors that's going to probably pull out Pauls, who was probably willing to work with him, show counselizations that he's dealing with now. All of this shit that he's dealing with right now would be exactly what was going to happen, but it'd be to a bigger magnitude because he actually would have whooped the nigga's ass. So if he would have whooped that nigga ass, it would have been crazy. It'd have been way more obliviated and blown up out of proportion than this shit right here that we going through. Because right now, it's a whole lot of bullshit. There's a whole lot of backdooring, because he called them backdooria niggas. So it's a whole lot of backdooring Pauls on his career because he got in front of them. Just the same way you seen Cat Williams get penalized and tried, but they can't stop the bosses. Now, when you're your own boss and you dictate and move and shake your own shit, it's hard to kind of shut that kind of person up. But they tried to excommunicate 50 Cent. They tried to do the baby like that. It's a lot of celebrities, especially the male black ones. And you follow me now, that get done this way. Now with the Corey Holcomb, you know what I'm saying? Him going about his shit and handling the approach, how he handled it. I agree with everything. You cannot be tricked out your position. You can free speech is free speech. So if I'm talking shit to you and you talking shit to me, I can't get overly offended about some of the shit talking that's taking place. I can compartmentalize that shit, put it in my back pocket, and just come with better hits. That's just like with battle rapping. You feel me? If you're a battle rapper, you can't get all of your feelings and just haul off and still on the motherfucker, as we seen other people do, just because you don't like what a motherfucker got to say. Hold on, get something to drink. Yeah, we ain't got no sponsorship, so I ain't putting none of that on the camera. You understand what I'm saying? Holla at me, G2. I lost my damn cap. But anyway, as you pay attention to this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole fucking group of people all of a sudden. And the first people that get involved when it's time to get the LGBTQ plus people riled up is TMZ. TMZ is bogus. They don't support nothing else that we got going on. But soon as it's something outlandish, slander, disrespect, outright lies, or accusations, they hop their ass on the train. They hop their ass on the wave. I'm pretty sure it's a million things that they could have talked about Corey Holcomb's success, from a stand-up that he had so great, or him. They never. It's not none of that been reported. But what's been reported is some fake pedo shit. Now all of a sudden he got pedo PDF on him, on his name, because this is what they do. They make you either out to be they try to paint you as a homosexual or a homophobe or a PDF, because this is the way that you get excommunicated out of the community. They know this. That's how they do it. So they first tried to do it on Corey Holcomb with the woman beating accusations. But everybody know he's not a woman beater. He just happened to whoop that bitch ass. See, that's the difference. See how you got to go with the flow. You got to follow me where I go sometimes. And sometimes that shit go toe to toe. Now, some of these women think that they can square up and stand strong and stand tall and stand firm and fight a motherfucking man. I don't give a damn how big of a man you is, how many bodies you got. It's a woman out here who thinks she really can whoop you. And she might can, but likely she can't. And as a man, especially an alpha, they always want you to be overly in control while everybody else is out of control. And sometimes you just got to be a human being. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. The mistake is coming in my motherfucking personal space, talking that shit, and you don't know what I'm going through, dealing with, and who I'm ready to beat the fuck up today anyway. Point blank, period. That was her fault. His fault is he lost control, which I just said is overly expected of niggas. But he lost control. So if he would have kept control, none of this would have happened. But since he lost control, we are here. And since we are here, we got to understand this right now. We got to understand this right motherfucking now. They couldn't wait to have some dirt on you because you talk so much shit about people that be true. Just like how they did with Cat Williams. They couldn't wait to try to say he got his ass whooped by a 10-year-old kid or some shit like that. They couldn't wait to try to take a shot at the alpha male. The alpha male takes all the fucking shots because the alpha male has to go to war for the fucking humane society of people. Now, I ain't talking about no fucking dogs when I say humane society either. You know what I'm saying? But the society of human beings, an alpha male is the person who got to stand up and go to war for that shit. So, on another note of me saying all of that, that's why they attacking Corey. So first he get into it with Anton Daniels. Then these videos resurface of him having an altercation with the female lady. It finds out later that the lady he ended up punching, allegedly ended up stabbing another man in a different altercation. So he was right to get off on her ass first because she known to shank a motherfucker and get off on them quickly. And they say she'd be high off the meth and keep the dragon on her breath so you fuck around your ass and meet your death. That's all I'm saying. Stop playing with these bitches because these bitches crazy. They toting guns and they think this shit is fun. So you better be on your toes for these niggas and these hoes. That's how I'm going to rock it. And if you don't like it, nigga, stop it. And that's all I'm telling you, straight like that. We got a lot of shit to address. It's not done. We still going in. So now you got Joe Budden chiming in. Now we know Joe Budden is an experimenter. He experiments with drugs and different sexuality. He put that out there on his own. However he like it is what he like it. I don't know if he's pansexual, asexual, or trisexual. That means try everything. That's how I just made that up. It might be a motherfucking category. I would know because they keep adding to the shit. I'm not there. I'm regular sexual. You know, 2 women at one time for me is all it really could be. But other than that, me and one can do it and we can break each other's back until that bitch crack. But I'm just saying, I'm regular with it. So I don't know what Joe Budden title is. But let's divulge into the situation. So Joe Budden has beat multiple women asses up. Ain't nobody exempt from this. Everybody done got into a domestic dispute, a fight, a argument, a choking, a scratching, or whatever. Got hit upside the head with a frying pan, hit with some hot water. Something. Everybody has some kind of wild shit happen if you've been in love before. But my man Joe has multiple track records of it. And then he got accusations and speculations on weird shit. Then we got him streaking, butt naked, tweaking out on drugs. Then they had him off the chain, off the printer for years. So bro got a lot of shit in his closet, even though he's an open book to a certain extent. I guess he tell the truth in his regard. He had a lot of shit to say about Corey, and it was like a lot of weird shit because it seemed like they're all in cahoots to try to support the Anton Daniels narrative of things. And we know that is the beta male shit. That's the, like Corey and them say, I ain't finna never compliment no man on his legs. I don't give a fuck how big his quadriceps is and his fucking hamstring all cut up, nigga. I don't care. I'm not finna tell him as an alpha male how nice his legs is. I can ask, you know how you ask that as an alpha male? Man, what machines you work on or what exercises you do? That's giving a nigga a compliment on his legs because this shit look good enough that you want to work out to find out what he doing so you can improve your shit. But if you sit down and then he on some short shorts and you say, damn, you got some nice ass legs, something is going on. And something is wrong. And he should feel uncomfortable. And if he don't feel uncomfortable and admires the compliment, then he might be admiring other shit too. That's just what alpha males think. That's how we blink. And if you don't like it, then you just don't understand an alpha man. And I'm really confused by this shit. It really has really got me in a place of how everybody tried to make it seem like Corey got punked out when the nigga said, let's go outside. Well, we take it outside. Corey said, say that shit again. Meaning, say I suck a dick again. We ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna beat your ass right here. If you got the balls to say I suck dick again, and he didn't. He did not tell that man he sucked dick again. So that's what I'm saying. Like all that, let's go outside shit. Let's go outside. Man, that shit fake. Because if you're gonna pop off, pop off. And if you ain't gonna pop off, talk your shit how you want to talk your shit. If he dared you to say something, that's just like nigga be like, call me a bitch again. And nigga be like, bitch ass nigga. They usually start swinging right in the midst of that. So that's all I was expecting. If he would have uttered that suck dick shit again, he probably would have got punched down. Or at least punched once. And they could have got broken up, or a squabble melee would have happened after that. It would have occurred. But I would have assessed the situation as if, yeah, he would have got punched for sure if he would have uttered that. But he didn't. And everybody is so weird that it's easy to manipulate y'all dumbasses, because y'all, a lot of y'all never been in altercation before, so you don't know how it feels to either win a situation with your energy or with your words or with your hands. And that's just how I'm rocking with it. Now, I'm going to piggyback off this situation because y'all doing the same shit now with the Ja Rule situation. Ja Rule threw a pillow, got tough on the airplane. But he knew that niggas ain't going to do nothing on the airplane. So that's the thing. Everybody knows it's a federal offense to fight on the air. Tony A and them like, nigga, this is how we make our money, our livelihood. We don't have active new music that's just popping and trending and none of that. So the music ain't just selling itself. We have to go do tours, go around the world and do shows. So that is really genuinely is what niggas' income is coming from. So why would I jeopardize where I make all my bread at and what got me even relevant on y'all motherfucking timeline for a nigga who ain't relevant, who y'all laugh at all the time? So now we're laughing at him. If nigga will swing, that's different. But you got seats in between you and you yelling and doing all that. You ain't trying to really do shit. They laughing at you. You taking that, and that's probably what really irked the nigga more, is them laughing and fucking like picking at the scab. You know, they kept poking the bear and joking, and that's when he was talking about, let's shake. But what? No, we're not. We could shake anywhere, bro. We could shake in New York when we get home. We can shake wherever you want to shake. But right now, we finna sit on this plane. And he got off the plane. So, and I can't say necessarily if he was thrown off the plane, but I know he left. So everybody be tweaking, man. Everybody be tweaking when it comes to this type of shit, because all y'all overly tough and want to crash out too bad. All y'all overly motherfucking tough and want to crash out too bad, and be crashing out for the wrong reasons. Be crashing out so bad that you look stupid. Be crashing out so bad that you lose everything. Be crashing out so bad that you fuck up your own business. Be crashing out so bad that you fuck up your future, your bag, and your freedom for a brief moment of nothing. Just because you don't want to look soft on the fucking camera, because the camera is all everybody's worried about. Nobody cares about getting their head busted in private by their baby mama, but let the camera be running. He gonna kill that bitch. You gotta understand what I'm saying. The camera and social media has magnified everything. Back in the day, a fight was amongst the neighborhood niggas. So whoever was in that neighborhood, that's who the fight was amongst, nigga. It wasn't viral. It wasn't on World Star. It wasn't on fucking Say Cheese. It wasn't on TMZ. It was in the bubble. So when your homies told you, I think it was a tie, you really lost the fight. Okay? Lost the fight. When your homies tell you, I think it was a tie, you lost the fight. But at least you had a chance to fight again, and you knew that you wasn't a whole ass nigga, and they knew you was down to fight. So that's all that really matters sometimes. It ain't always about winning the fight. It's about being with the fight, being able to fight, being willing to fight. Fight for something, stand for something, stand for some shit. So that's why I don't understand y'all. A lot of y'all be on these posts, on these clicks, and making these motherfucking comments, have never had a fight outside of your siblings. Have never seen somebody shaking on the ground, getting their head after they got stumped in their head or some shit. Have never, I'm talking about not on no fucking YouTube either. I'm talking about in your face. You ain't never seen a nigga seizing out because he got hit. You ain't never seen blood oozing out of a body. You ain't never seen skin and flesh shredded, nigga. So you don't know how it feels and how that make people react. You don't know what that revert niggas back to. So that's why y'all so low fucking minded and vibrational in y'all thoughts. Y'all never can see the big picture. All y'all can see is the fucking crashing out. And it makes no sense. It's terrible. All y'all want to do is crash out. Nobody want to be the person, the voice of reasoning, or even the fucking consequence. Be the consequence. Don't be the crash out. Crash out means you don't even give a fuck what happened, how it happened. You just about to act a fool. The consequence is be whatever's necessary for that situation. That's how I want motherfuckers to understand it. Be whatever's necessary for the situation. All that other shit is really a lot of other shit. And it's bloviated egos. People have really took this shit to a whole nother level of social media. Whole nother level. It's different. It's weird if you ask me, but you didn't. But I'm gonna tell your motherfucking ass anyway, because I ain't got nothing else to do but keep it true. We only got one life to live, and I'm gonna act like I got two. And that's me talking to you, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. Because somebody gotta do it. So why not Flame? Why not Mirror? Why not Flame handle this motherfucking ism and drop it to them? I'm talking about let me give it to you. Pause. Let me hand this off to you, my dog. You feel me? So we got Bro Rilla now that slandered her sister so bad that y'all done made the bitch famous. Non-talented bitch is famous. Another one, Shamar, non-talented. All these people slow and ugly and weird, and y'all made their ass special. Y'all brought them into our space of all the special shit where all the special niggas go and all the special women go. Y'all brought these slow motherfuckers into the space, and now the space ain't the space no more. It's fucked up. It's like when you when you move the motherfucking velvet rope from the VIP and you just let general admission come in. That's the entertainment area now. It is used to be VIP in the entertainment industry. Now the shit general admission. Yep, that's a bar. The entertainment industry used to be VIP, but now that shit general admission. It seems like anybody can get into the industry now. You don't even need no motherfucking talent. You ain't even got to know how to do no motherfucking job. All you got to do is embarrass yourself, and now you are somebody. Get the fuck out of here. We got to cut this shit out. We cannot be this low vibrational. We cannot be this fucking just idiotic mentality where we just accept any goddamn body into the space. Come on, man. Like some shit for fun is one thing, it's laughing. But then there's only so much laughing you can do at a person before it's become offensive and disrespectful. And you know what I'm saying? There's only so much of that. Nigga, is you serious? The people that y'all allowing to get famous, the bitches that y'all allowing to speak in public to talk about men and women and all this. Come on, fam. It was way too many special ed kids growing up in school for y'all to act like y'all don't know these are special ed adults. It's a lot of motherfuckers who are special. I mean, real special, delicate. They very delicate. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, what that ass and titties and all that shit usually be the biggest booty bitch. Usually be a little slow. Don't get mad at me. Y'all the niggas know I'm telling the truth. Them big booty bitches used to be kind of slow. The biggest booty. I ain't talking about nice little ass on them. I'm talking about them ones who was in school, who had grown woman bodies and shapes and shit already, was in sped classes, special education. The ones who never want to participate in gym had slow people feet. Them bitches run like they got a gallon of water in their shoe. Stomp, boom, 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 boom. Heavy foot ass motherfucker. Big tree trunk ankle having motherfucker. Cannot run for save their life. So they was embarrassed. So they didn't want to participate in gym. Then you had the motherfuckers who was overly fine. I'm talking about bad. But bitch can't read the motherfucking book from the first introduction. Bitch can't say the. You understand me? Not the, not them, not they, not none of that shit. She still spell all her shit wrong on her Snapchat post, but act like that's how she want to spell it, not knowing that's how she know how to spell it. You understand what I'm saying? These bitches been slow, and these niggas been slow with them. That's why they was getting all the J's. Now, we was getting J's because our daddies was drug dealers and shit. They was getting J's because their mom was getting SSI checks because they was slow and shit. But I'm not judging them. I'm just saying this is where we at. So you got to understand that these are the grown motherfuckers now. They the ones who run the clubs. They the ones who hosting parties. They were special ed people. And you can't understand it because you was not special ed. And I'm not dissing special ed people. I'm just saying these motherfuckers was actually real special ed people. And then these motherfuckers got money. And they got money up, got plenty of it, plenty of money. And that's why it's so much slow shit going on and everybody condoning it because you are now the minority with your smart ass. The slow people have came to the forefront of this shit right now. They did all them scam checks. They had no motherfucking filters on life. They didn't care about OnlyFans. They joined. They did all that shit and they got their bag and got their chips and they started stripping and got their BBLs and BBWs. They got all that shit and They got all that motherfucking surgery and lip fillers and big ass eyeliner. They got all that shit done to make bread because they really want to shit on y'all for being smart all them years and being whatever all them years. Because motherfuckers who ain't smart or a little slow, they really don't care. That's ignorance. They don't give a fuck. They gonna go for whatever they know. The bag is always gonna be the most important to a motherfucker that's slow. Because if you got money, you can manipulate the people. I'm say it again. Slow people always will promote getting a bag over everything. Because if you got some money, you have a nice amount of money, people will forget that you can't read. People will forget that you was in slow classes. A lot of people will become yes men. You can move the world to your motherfucking liking and not have to use your intellect or knowledge to do so. And that's why tricking on women is at an all-time high because or where we be with each other, deal with each other, approach each other, go about each other. So they make the one thing that they can commonly understand, which is a dollar amount, be the basis of the relationship. That's it. So a woman can think she's not a prostitute, but she's on there promoting pussy for $6.99 a month. If that's not prostitution, I don't know what is. A guy think he's not a trick buying a subscription. Bro, you bought a subscription. You are a super trick because this bitch got a free page too on Instagram and on Twitter, X, where the coochie hole wide open on X, just like it is on OnlyFans, except it's probably about a 20-second clip versus a 3-minute clip. Just rewind it. It's the same shit. She ain't did nothing but re-squirted the same squirt. It ain't nothing new, especially if she by herself. Can't be that overly turned on by your goddamn self. We all have masturbated before. I'm not excited as I am with somebody else as I am by myself. So that's foolish to even think that. So nigga, stop being a goofy ass, thirsty, fucking sped nigga with some money because that's how they treat y'all. Just like when you go to the strip club and you got all niggas got all the bread, they have all them. They was slow too, even though it's some smart ones. The smart ones don't be throwing the money like that. They might throw some money on somebody to show festivity favors. You heard what I say? Festive favors, which means if I'm in the vicinity of kicking it, I just throw some money. I'm having a good time. I'm having festive favors. I'm not thinking I'm actually putting a down payment on my future woman like niggas be doing. They really think, man, she fucking with me, bro. She like me. Nigga, it's her job to act like she like you. She's acting like she like you. She don't like you. She actually got a nigga at home who don't like her, who she's loving to take care of, who she can manipulate you for your money so she can give it to him to feel validated like a woman. And if she ain't got one of them at home, she ain't got nothing but a whole bunch of fucking homegirls around that they go around eating crab broils and twerking and lingerie in front of people in clubs and restaurants. Them the only two options. All that I'm doing is for me. That's a lie. Women want to feel validated, just like men need to feel wanted and validated. Everybody needs to feel wanted and validated. And most people not wanted by who they want. So if you got a girl that you've been chasing, she usually probably dissing your ass. But she is up under some dick and balls that don't want her either. It's everybody never go for what wants them. And when people start liking who like them, that's when you start seeing people ultimately happy. You start seeing the ultimate families and relationships and friendships and companionships. When it seems like it's always a give, 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 and somebody just take, 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 that's what be fucking up with these families and relationships. And most of the time, it's nowadays the women who are take, take, taking because the men is forced to have to give, give, give in order to look like a good man in this society. If you say no too many times, you are the enemy to your kids and your woman due to the society. Even if your ass know what's best for everybody, they will let social media outside influence dictate so much shit. There ain't nothing you can do about it except stay strong, be on your motherfucking point, be a man, hey, and go with the motherfucking flow that God told you to go. If not, be by yourself, but don't be slow. Do not be a slow motherfucker thinking that you're a player because you got some jury on and all this. Nigga, you was in special ed classes, so your shit don't register as fast as everybody else. So shit that you thinking you doing, niggas already up on game and see that you're not doing anything and laughing at you. Especially the females. The females be clowning y'all. They really clown y'all when they come to a nigga home. You know what I'm saying? Nigga like me, they come to the crib, got their little bankroll, then fucked around or whatever, but now they about to give me all their money and tell me everything about it and laugh at you, talking about how you a nice guy and you so lame and you so corny. This is what they say about all you niggas. I don't care how handsome you is, nothing. They be calling y'all corny, lame, and soft and be laughing at y'all. Every time y'all send them that motherfucking Apple Pay money for their food, they ain't seen you in 3 weeks. Every time they motherfucking look up on their birthday, your bitch ass sending them some money. Every time you make one of them dumbass posts about sentimental shit and they be laughing, like, look at this corny ass nigga, he's soft. And then they manipulate off them emotions and act like they like you and then get all your bread from you because you tender. TD, tender dickerer. Paul, you a tender dick. And they know it. And they put a little meat, they put that meat tenderized on your ass, play with your shit a little bit, your little tingly ass be somewhere looking weak and manipulate it. Bitch, milk you dry for everything. Pause. Take everything from it. Especially your fucking dignity and your respect. Cause she tell all your friends, all her friends, all everything that she do to you, she tells all your friends, all her friends. They all know everything about you. So if you a bitch ass nigga, all her friends know you're a bitch ass nigga. If you do some homosexual, questionable sexual activity in the room, all her homegirls know about it. And they niggas that they date, they know about it. All the homegirls who know about it, they talk about y'all and tell they boyfriends all y'all business. So if you be at home getting motherfucking wedged up and got your legs pinned back and she pounding you down, her best friend know about it, bro. So stop. Stop lying to yourself. Be honest, because it's gonna come out eventually, and it usually come out when they not friends no more. Soon as they not friends no more, or y'all break up, everything about her that you don't know, or everything she told her about you that you don't know she told her, comes to the forefront. Comes up close, my friend. So that's all I'm saying. And back to Bro Rilla, you bogus as hell for doing your sister like that. That was bogus as hell. I don't give a fuck how bad it get between you and your brother and sister. You ain't gotta fuck with them. You ain't gotta do nothing with them. But as far as all of this shit, trying to expose shit that motherfuckers leaving in their past, you trying to bring up old trauma, old pain, old hurt, and they ain't nothing but an old fucking hater. And I don't support it. I don't like it. And I don't like none of y'all who condone that type of activity. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's lame, weak shit. And it's low vibrational. And I'm tired of my black people thinking that lame, weak, low vibrational shit represents our culture because it do not. That does not mean you acting like a real nigga. You acting black. You from the streets. Nothing. Just because you coming with low level energy and acting with low level activity. We do not condone that over here, and that's all I gotta say. Is Murmur, aka Minnesota Flame, the motherfucker Tequila King, and it's Trifling Podcast. I had a great time talking to y'all, man. Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna have some YouTube shorts, all these clips and shit. You know they give me some cold clips every chance they get. So we're gonna have some cold clips talking about all this shit, and we're gonna make sure that y'all appreciate your people. Stop minimizing greatness. Stop being a motherfucking greatness hater. I don't want to hear nothing about longevity because longevity means great. You only can equate to longevity if you was great for a sustainable amount of time. So stop hating on greatness. Stop popularizing bullshit and stop with this motherfucking overly populated general admission in our VIP entertainment class. Get these motherfuckers up out the goddamn VIP. They do not deserve to be in our space. They have no talent. They don't bring nothing of value to the table but drama, bullshit, and hate. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Murmur, we out.
Oh.